Hey, good morning, folks. How are we doing today? It's time for another exciting episode of Jim Hinckley's America. Got a little music here from the road crew to kick things off a bit. Joe and Woody and the boys.
Say hello to a new friend.
The ultimate road trip music.
On no road. Take a two-lane trip of memories into
You can find out more about the road crew from roadcrew66.com.
for the ride. Jim Hinckley's America. Jim Hinckley's America.
Today we're making a pit stop for breakfast. One of my favorite stops on the road. The old Rancho Hotel and Restaurant here in Gallup, New Mexico. A real landmark from the road, and I really have trouble saying enough about this great place. One of the things I really enjoy on the road, and I joke about this a lot, but you can't get in this kind of shape and not enjoy good food. And I like the blue cornmeal atole here for breakfast. And kind of a light breakfast, but a good breakfast. Let's walk in, let's get inside and blue cornmeal atole is kind of a traditional Navajo dish, and for me, I round it out with a bit of coffee and some El Rancho potatoes, a little bit of homemade salsa, just enough spice to give it a little zip. If you're not familiar with the El Rancho, it officially opened on December 17th, 1937. And it was built by R.E. Griffith, a brother of the movie mogul D.W. Griffith. He designed the place in a kind of a frontier rustic interior. He built it as the world's largest ranch house. And the old place is a bit wore at the heel, but it's really a neat time capsule. It gives you a glimpse at what a five-star hotel looked like back in the 1930s and 40s. Served as the primary residence for a lot of movie stars and film crews that worked in the area between roughly 1940 and 1964. Just west of here, at near Lupton, Arizona, is Chief Yellow Horse Trading Post. That was the site of the movie Ace in the Hole with Kirk Douglas, filmed about 51, 52. It's also where Indian Harry Miller set up a trading post after the incident out at Two Guns, Arizona. He murdered Earl Cundriff, but that's a story for another day. Hey, let's talk about the El Rancho. In the 1954, this thing was rated in the AAA Western Accommodations Directory, and it sums it up pretty nicely. It says accommodation in a ranch-style hotel and with bungalows, central heat and combination baths, connecting rooms, and suites. Now this is where it really gives you an idea, even then. $6.59 a night to $25 a night. Now to put that in perspective, a lot of the motels up and down Route 66, you can get a really nice room for as little as $2, $2.50. It says air-conditioned coffee shop, dining room, and cocktail lounge. Dancing nightly in the 49er room. They offer teletype and Western Union services. Yeah, by the late 1960s, the old place was kind of wearing down a bit and finally closed in 1987. It was actually scheduled for demolition, but Armand Ortega, proprietor of some of the largest and oldest Indian trading posts along Route 66, a lot of family history there. The family goes back many, many years dealing with the Navajo and working here in Gallup. And it's just something you really got to see to believe. They've kept it as close to original as they can, and that means the bathrooms are a bit narrow. But, of course, we're here to talk about food and good food. And I really enjoy that. Now you stir in a little bit of brown sugar. Add just a touch of cream. I suppose, you could compare the atole to grits. Like I say, it's blue cornmeal. Now the food in New Mexico, the Mexican food is different than Mexican food you get anywhere else. It's just something really special about it. You get to looking around here in the lobby, the restaurant. It's got a feel, it's unique. The two-story lobby with its big hand-hewn beams and circular staircase, the furniture, authentic Navajo rugs, the animal heads. It's a luxury resort, circa 1950. A lot of fun here. Can't go wrong with the food at the El Rancho. I've never had a bad meal yet. If you, after breakfast or dinner, stroll around the mezzanine, take a look at the gallery of celebrity photos. Many of them are autographed. John Wayne, Ronald Reagan, Kirk Douglas, Katharine Hepburn. Pretty slick. And of course, as with anything on Route 66, you're going to hear people speaking everything from Spanish and Navajo, German, Dutch, Czechoslovakian, Portuguese. Route 66 definitely has an international flavor. This is totally, by the way, this is the only place that I know of on Route 66 where you can get this traditional dish outside of restaurants on the reservation. So it really makes it a real treat for me. A little late for breakfast. I could have jumped in and had lunch today, but heading back from Tucumcari. Yeah, if you're in the neighborhood, you sure owe it to yourself to give this a try. Now these potatoes are just about right. They're almost like a country-style potato, but with just enough pepper, and then you take this homemade salsa. It's just got a little zip to it, not a lot. Makes for a good mid-morning meal. And you sure can't beat the coffee. Service is all good. Food's good. First-rate, healthy breakfast. Unique taste. With tax, out the door for just over $10. Well, that's kind of tough to beat. I can also recommend any of the omelets and a breakfast burrito is really superb as well. Folks, we're going to kind of wrap this up. It looks like we're about out of time for this adventure, and I'm always glad when we can sit down and share a meal, have a cup of coffee, visit a bit. Stay with me. Next episode or two, we're going to be doing a little something from Two Guns. We'll be talking a bit about the Apache Death Caves. Hey, but we don't want to get too sidetracked here. Take some time in Gallup. Don't forget, check out Richardson's Trading Company just to the west of the El Rancho. This is a little bit different than your touristy trading post. This is the real deal. One family owned, in business since 1913. And ask to check out the back room and get a chance. You sure won't regret it. Well, folks, thank you. Thank you for joining me here for breakfast this morning. And I hope to see you on the road real soon. One more great reference. Try out the chili rellenos or the chili verde. overnight or just for a meal, El Rancho is a great place to stop. Mi amigos, you take care. And like I say, we will see you on the road soon. Vaya con Dios, mi amigos.